Yo, okay guys, so this is going to be a pretty long video, but I'm going to try to make it as detailed and as valuable as humanly possible for you because I'm going to show you how you can build lead generation systems that run on ads platforms, specifically the Meta ads platform. Okay, so Facebook, Instagram, that's really our bread and butter. The main difference, as I've spoken about many times before, is like when you're looking at platforms like Google Ads and stuff like that, basically you're dealing with a very small audience, like people that are actively searching for a solution to their problems, right? But with platforms like Meta, Facebook, Instagram, specifically, you can create an advertisement that goes out to a broad market and you can actually convince people about a solution to their problem. You can really target it exactly the way that you want. If you want to go women only, you can target women only. If you want to target business owners only, you can target business owners only. And really put together something that's a little bit more powerful than just a standard old text Google ad, which is what makes it more scalable and potentially way more profitable than anything else, okay? So this video is basically going to be the full fundamentals of what makes great advertisements and how you can build yours very quickly using our systems, get it up and off the ground, get it launched, and then go from there, right? So let's dive in. Building broad market advertising systems is the most automated way to continuously generate opportunity over time. So if you create a good ad, that ad can run for ages, right? So like once set up properly, a great ad can generate thousands of leads and continue to run for months or even years after it's been set up. It's kind of like an asset. You create it once, you do it well, you turn it on, and it just continues to get you leads over time. If it slows down, you can make a new one, add it to the mix, turn the old one off, and then return the old one on later down the line, and it continues to get results, right? So it really depends on how broad your market is, but if we're talking about like hundreds of thousands of people, you can really create an ad that can run for a very long time, okay? So this guide is going to walk you through how to understand what great meta ads are and how to create them. So Meta is still the leader in advertising for lead gen and should be the first platform that you launch on. If the ads work well on the Meta platform, you can then port them onto the other platforms such as TikTok, YouTube Shorts, that sort of thing. These other platforms, TikTok and YouTube Shorts, they're just more newer, less sort of optimized algorithms. If it works well on Meta, it's probably going to work well on the other platforms as well. But TikTok and YouTube Shorts is really more for video. We're going to be talking about image and video inside of this training. But before you run ads, you're going to need to set up your basics, right? So you're going to need a Meta Business Manager. You can just head over to business.facebook.com, register, go through that process, get into an account. And then what you need to do is actually integrate it into Lead Launch. And that's a part of our onboarding training. It's pretty simple to do. Once you actually have a Meta platform or a Facebook platform, you can hop over into Lead Launch, go into the settings, go here into integrations. And then you can see mine's already connected here, right? So you just connect your Facebook directly in there, and then you're going to be able to launch ads directly out of the system. You select your ad account. I've got a bunch in here because I've helped a lot of people with this type of stuff, but once you've connected yours will just be in here, right? So let's dive in. Okay, I'm going to be talking to you guys first and foremost about the fundamentals, all right? So creating awesome advertising is both an art and a science. This is not guessing. We're going to know exactly how to do it properly, exactly how to get results from day one. And if we don't get results, we're going to know exactly why, okay? So a lot of people think like Facebook ads is this like, what would you say, like this obscure thing, like they don't know if it's working, why it's working, how it's working. I'm going to show you exactly how to know, okay? So if done correctly, and if your audience is reasonably large, you should have a powerful message that will continue to reach and attract new audiences over time without burning out too quickly. It should essentially convince the audience of a new idea that they haven't tried to solve a big problem or achieve a big desire. The value should be easily understandable. It should be visually intriguing, kind of creating a little bit of curiosity, and clear in terms of the value, right? And also in terms of the next steps that need to be taken. So usually they're going to click on an ad, fill in their details, name, email, phone number, maybe a couple of multiple choice questions, and then we should be good to go, right? And then they will become a lead. So there's three fundamental components of ads. They are the copy, which means the words, right? So the actual words on the ad. We're basically selling with words or attracting or convincing with words, okay? The second thing is the creative, which is essentially the imagery or the video that we choose to use. Okay, that's what that word means. And then there's the offer, which is the specific solution that we're promoting that's going to help them. Now, a lot of the time with lead generation, the solution that you're promoting is pretty much just the first step of whatever it is, like whatever service, right? So like if it's a financial advisory service, the offer would be something like a free financial audit or plan. If it's a trades-based thing, it's going to be a free quote. That's the offer, okay? So if it's free, it's like, hey, they already have this problem, just fill in your details, we're going to connect you to an expert, they're going to give you a free quote. Make sense? That's basically what we're doing. Your job is to create a powerful message within the structural guidelines that Meta gives you, and that was going to work well on the platform. All right, so we're going to break it down by the most important components. So let's have a look at this ad here. There's a bunch of things that you need to consider. I'm just going to see if I can blow this up a little bit to make it a bit easier to see. Now, when I say you need to make the best message or the best ad that you can within the guidelines, this is really what I mean. When you're launching an ad, you're going to have like a few different components or sections, right? You have this top bit of text up here. I call this the pre-fold. So when you launch an ad, or you can even see this on your phone, go online, go to Facebook and start scrolling, you're going to see ads, and you're not going to see all the words on the ad, right? You're just going to see the first 3 lines or so. It's not a lot of space, but that's what you get before you have to click this little see more button down here to read the rest of the copy, okay? So this here needs to be well optimized, this pre-fold section, because they're going to see it at a glance, and not everyone is going to click see more, okay? The creative is this. It's the image sort of in the middle of the ad, right? Then you have a headline, which is this line of words underneath the image itself. And you've got a button, you've got the comments, that sort of stuff, right? So it's like, this is what an ad looks like and the different components of it. I'm going to talk to you about each of these components and how to really optimize them to get the best results. So let's start with this top section up here. This is the pre-fold, okay? So your Facebook ads copy, AKA the words, should start by indirectly calling out the target avatar or the audience, right, that we're going after, and also the desired outcome that they're looking for to solve their problem, right, or whatever problem they're currently facing. So, for example, most homeowners don't know that they could be saving thousands of dollars on their electricity bills. Here's how. That would be a great pre-fold copy because it targets homeowners, talks about the desire in terms of saving money, right? And that way, when it's running, people that just see it at a glance, if they're a homeowner, it's going to relate to them. So we call this the pre-fold section, and it's the visible text on top of the advertisement. The copy here will be cut off after about 130 characters before they have to click the blue see more button to read the rest. And so it's important that we maximize the available text area to mention the target avatar indirectly. And the reason why I say indirectly is sometimes people run ads that say, attention homeowners. That's fine, but in terms of my understanding as an advertiser for a long time, and I've spent more than $1 million across all the clients that I've worked with, running ads over the years, generally there's kind of like a unspoken rule that if you call them out directly, it could trigger the policy. So I like to do it indirectly. I like to be like, if you're a homeowner, you may not know, blah, 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 or most homeowners don't know, and then if it's still targeting homeowners, right? So call them out, let them know about your benefits, and if possible, allude to our unique selling point in basically 1 or 2 sentences, because you don't really have a lot of space at the top. This will give them an immediate understanding without needing to expand and read the rest of the text of the advertisement. If they don't, we kind of want them to. We want them to click see more. And honestly, most good leads will click read more and go read the rest. If possible, make the text trail off to generate curiosity and intrigue so they decide to read more, right? So here's some examples. Homeowners in Melbourne never have to pay another bill just by installing new government subsidized solar systems, ... And you might even put like, here's how, ... So we trail it off, and what that's going to do is going to encourage them to click that little read more button, all right? So buy your first property as an investor can make or break your financial future. Here's how to make 2 to 3 times more, ... This simple 20-minute routine works to get your body back as a new mum, and it doesn't involve any dieting. Here's how ... Okay, so they're going to click see more and read the rest of the main body copy, which we're going to go into in just a second. But notice how each of these target someone specific. Homeowners in Melbourne, right? Investors, new mums. So this, in actuality, the words on your ad is your targeting, right? So you want to be very clear with who you're going after, and you want it to be specific. Remember how early on and in previous trainings, I was like, we want to be making these ads for someone. We want to find the right audience that is really going to resonate or really has a problem. This is how we call them out at the very beginning, like in the pre-fold section, okay? Now, the rest of the words is what we call the main body copy. So the body of the ad, the main words. From here, you're going to need to write the rest of the Facebook ads body copy. The job of the body copy is really to explain and convince the reader to click through and become a lead, okay? So it should be structured in small and digestible sentences. There's really no limit here on length, but keeping it to about 250 words that are centered around the audience's pains, problems, and how the solution eliminates them without the pains and frustrations that they're experiencing today is going to be key. Okay, so you're really convincing someone about the solution that you're presenting. The main body copy is usually structured with elements like this, right? The pain and problem of their current situation would be one thing to talk about. Why your solution works better than alternatives that they've tried. Why this is a simple and easy solution to implement. Why now is the best time to implement it. Some immediate benefits they're likely to experience, and you can do these as bullet points, right? And remember, short sentences is what we want. We don't want big chunks of text. We want it to be easily readable, and ideally, we want it to be very, very simple language, like a third grader should be able to understand it. You don't need to be fancy, use long words, big words, and in fact, if you've launched an ad and it's not getting the best results that you want, you can go through and rewrite it to make it way simpler. Get rid of all the big words, make it really easy to understand. Because the way that we work is we don't really like read each word individually. We just scan. That's how most people read, and so we want it to be easily understandable. You can include big life benefits they'll achieve when they actually solve their problem. And how it works using what I call a simile sentence, like it's kind of like XYZ. You can talk about pains and frustrations they will finally eliminate, who this is for and who it's not for, and then obviously a call to action, like something, a direct, like click here to get your free quote, click here to learn more, click here while it's available, right? You can add urgency, scarcity in your ads as well. And so let me, on the fly, go through this, right? We'll use one of these examples. Buying your first property as an investor can make or break your financial future. Here's how to make 2 to 3 times more. Most financial investors struggle to find the best properties, but it's actually really simple once you know the right strategy. Our domino property strategy helps identify properties that aren't currently on the market and aren't in high competition, so you can avoid competing with cashed up boomers while buying all the good properties. This is a really simple way to get into your first property without needing to compete with everyone else, and we can help do it for you. Right now, there's more and more properties that are off market that are going for incredible deals, and you can get access. Imagine moving into your first home that is in the area that you want, so your kids can go to school. B, has enough space for the entire family so you can live your best life. C, will grow in value over time. So you can make a great decision for your future, right? And live your best life. And we can help do it for you. We are the premier off-market property buyers agents in Sydney, which means that we go out there and find properties for you. We're kind of like property detectives, right? So something easy that it's kind of like XYZ that they can easily understand, which means that we take it all off your plate so you can finally stop scouring Domain looking for that property deal and, being frustrated when it's out of your budget. This is for property investors who want to make the best decision for themselves on their next property investment in Sydney. So click down below and we'll start by giving you a free property strategy, right? Boom. So just an example of how you might structure that ad, okay? So that's your body copy. Now let's talk about the headline. The headline, if I scroll up this example, is once again this bit down here at the bottom. And really the point of the headline, the last part of the Facebook ads copy is the headline. This appears underneath the creative, which is the image of the video, and is designed to capture the attention and explain the context and the benefits to the target audience at a glance. So specifically the context. It could say something like free strategy, for property investors, right? So that's the context. That's what we're giving away. If possible, the headline should portray the offer as unique or new to generate curiosity. Once again, there's limited space here before the text trails off. So basically limited to about 42 characters, right? You don't have a lot of space. And that's really what I mean by working within the guidelines of the platform, right? So here's 3 examples of headlines for different niches. New solar panels reduce bills to $0. Boom, right? I use the word new. I love using that word in headlines because it's like, oh, new. I haven't seen this before, right? You want your thing to be different, or at least perceived to be different to everything else. Perception is reality a lot of the time. And really that's what you're doing when it comes to, advertising, marketing. You are, making it seem extremely valuable and different to everything else. Number 2, simple property strategy for first timers. Free plan to get your pre-baby body back, right? So that's kind of like really all the space that you have. And so you can see here, we're promoting solar panels, right? $0, that's the benefit. Property strategy, first timers, who it's for comes in once again. Simple. Free plan to get your pre-baby body back, right? Free plan for mums to get your body back. Could be another alternative, right? So at a glance, if we do this correctly, it should be very clear who we're targeting, what the benefit is, and then some people will click see more and read the rest and go through the full body copy and then get convinced and then fill in the details. Even if they don't, they should still know what it's all about, right? So let's talk about this now. The image, the video, the creative. I'm going to spend a little bit of time there. So let's go down to the creative. The creative. The last part of your Facebook ads strategy worth considering is the images or the video that can be used for the actual advertisement. All right. So for these, your main goal is to capture attention. That's your number 1. But you also want to help get the message across and convey the benefits of your offer. Right. So generally things that are a bit weird or stand out or are high contrast with the platform work really well. Images, videos, you've got both of those options. I think stick to one or the other. Don't do anything fancy like carousels and that sort of stuff. Images to get a proof of concept ad up and launched as quickly as possible would be great. Videos, if you really have nailed the message, especially in your body copy, you can even just take that whole body copy, get someone to read it out and make a video out of it. That can work a bit better as well in terms of high quality leads. So let's talk about the images. Basically, images of people doing actions that demonstrate the desired outcome or frustration might be that they might be experiencing can work really well. So if it's like, are you sick of high energy bills? Someone reading an energy bill would be great, right? And like looking upset. And then you can add text or caption it to generate more curiosity. So like, let's say someone reading the energy bill and then over the top of that image says, bill $1,700, right? In red bold text. I look at that, I'm like, okay, someone reading a bill, someone who's just gotten a bill and the caption says it's $1,700. I'm like, geez, that's a lot of money, right? Creates that emotional effect. Good advertising should be emotional, right? Not purely logical. Don't make your text more than 20% of your image though, right? So like I've seen some ads that people launch, there's like text all over the image, it's just so much, like they've chucked in benefit points, stop points, like all sorts of stuff. Don't do that, make it simple. The main job of the image is to create that stop, right? Like you're scrolling, you're first probably just gonna see the image before you read anything. And the image should get them to stop, right? Capture that attention, hopefully give it a little bit of context if it's just an image ad, and they'll read the rest of the words and then they're going to get it, right? So use images that will stand out and text that is big and blocky for easy readability, right? And your captions make it related to the thing. You can find images for free use on platforms like Pixabay or Unsplash, right? So we open these. These are completely free images that you can potentially use, right? And you can search for whatever you want. So if I'm searching for bills, I can search bills. And there's one, you know, I could use something like that, and a caption over the top that says, I'm going broke. $1,700 energy bill, something like that, right? That'll be fine as an image creative. You can also go on Fiverr, which is a site to get people to do work for you, and go Facebook ads, right? You can see all these people that are making Facebook ads for various different amounts. Sort by different prices, right? So these people are setting up Facebook ads. I'll go Facebook post. And these guys, they'll do the creatives. So you can see creatives can be done for about anywhere from 15 bucks, 20 bucks. This guy's doing it for 17, right? If you just want to completely outsource it, if you're going to do this, you should give them a brief of exactly what you want, right? So you can start by seeing what other people are doing in the ad library. You open that up, you know, we can search here. I'm going to go Australia, all ads, solar. I'm going to randomly search that. Let that load. Internet's not the best today. We'll let it load and come back to it. But the ad library will show you all the examples of other people that are running ads, so you can see sort of what other people are doing, right? And the creatives that they're doing. Like, this is your competition. You're just going to be better than these guys, and they're not even that great, you know? Like, look how much text is on this. It's ridiculous. You can see some videos are being used as well. We're going to talk about videos in just a sec. See, like there's a guy talking to camera. That's the second style of ad that we can use. That's going to be your video ad, right? So let's talk about video ads. Video as a format has the potential to educate and convince someone more than an image, okay? So, but at the same time, it's also easier to stuff up. It's better at grabbing attention than other formats. There's greater brand recognition if you run video. It's harder to copy. There's a lot of benefits that you can like achieve when it comes to using video ads than just pure image ads. You can get a much higher quality of lead as well because you can educate somebody. You can go through and speak a full message. And usually the same words that you use on the ad can just be read or spoken by somebody and be turned into a video, okay? The simplest way to make these is to create a script, which can be similar to the copy, and then have someone record it, either like a talking head, which you just saw an example of in the ads library. You can get the business owner that you're working with to do it. You can even pay for someone on Fiverr to do it. You can just have someone read a script, so just audio only, like voice only, and then turn it into a video. So you can outsource this video work on platforms like Fiverr, or you can even edit it yourself really easily on tools like CapCut. I actually have free training on how to edit video on CapCut in the program and also on my YouTube. High quality video B-roll footage can be obtained from platforms like artlist.io. You can look that up. I haven't linked it here, but it's like a platform where you can just grab, similar to Unsplash, for grabbing video, right? So I've just gone to it. If I make a solar panels ad, I can just search solar. I can use any of these sort of clips of footage in the background and then have voiceover over the top. I can even use my own voice, which I have done for multiple clients, saying, hey, do you want to reduce your energy bills to $0? New solar systems are now out that are more efficient, blah, 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 blah. And just put stock footage over the back, right? So where is my ad? Okay. That's video, right? I generally recommend a vertical phone format for video and then also a square version. under 60 seconds and edited with captions like you just saw in the ads library. We actually made a full resource doc on exactly how to do this, which I'm going to link here inside of this document, as well as a detailed video training that I put up in the program and on YouTube for free, that goes through how to make really great video ads, right? And so just high level, the point here is that we want to create something that contains a message that is powerful enough that people will just fill in their details and request a quote, right? We don't need everybody to do it as well, just a fraction of the people that see the ad, and you'll still be profitable, especially if you're working with high-priced service businesses. Like we're getting leads for like $5, $10, $20, but the services are $3,000 or something or more, then you've got margin there, and it's kind of difficult to stuff up, okay? So let me talk to you guys about ad targeting. A lot of people think about this or think that this is more complicated than it is. So let me break this down. A lot of time when you're creating ads, the targeting actually comes from the words that you use. So if I'm saying, hey, if you're a homeowner in Melbourne, in the words, the ad is automatically going to start going out to homeowners in Melbourne, even if I don't do any fancy targeting, right, in the actual ad platforms itself. So we're looking to target our ad, and the reason for this is because the algorithm, right, the way Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and Google and all these platforms actually work when it comes to advertising is that you, as an advertiser, you put up the ad and you say, you put the words on the ad that you want, and then the ad starts showing to random people, and the people that engage with it kind of become like little data points for the platform. They're like, oh, looks like homeowners in Melbourne are engaging with this ad. I'm going to start showing it to more of these people. And the algorithm, the AI behind the platform does this automatically, because the platform wants the user to get a good experience, and it wants you to get leads so you can spend more money, right, on the platform, or the business that is spending money can spend more money, right? So let's talk about targeting. We're looking to target our advertisement to the audience that we believe will be the best buyer and allow the most scale, right? And so, like I said, you can target almost any audience that you want with the right words on the ad. You can target broad audiences, and you don't need to go over specific or niche in targeting settings, as this is going to impact your results and scale. Simply just a few interest targeting options is more than enough. So if I was targeting business owners, I might target interested in entrepreneurship. That's it. My audience is like 1 million people, but I don't mind, because that's not important. What's important is as the ad starts running, as people start engaging with it, it's going to automatically get better and better results over time, right? So your audience should be at least hundreds of thousands of people. The targeting will improve itself over time as the ads algorithms learn, right? They start showing, they collect data points, they know everything. They know who you are, they know what you like, they know who your friends are. As soon as you even look at the ad, if you stop and look at an ad, it's tracking that. And it's going to show you that same ad again. You've had that weird experience where you're talking about something with a friend. It's like, oh yeah, you know what? I was like really feeling like Chinese tonight. And then boom, what do you see? An ad for that, right? Like it's kind of weird. It's uncanny. The algorithms are incredibly smart, right? And you're really tapping into that, and you're learning how to use that when you're getting into this type of game. Your ad will start showing, and then depending on who actually engages with it, the algorithm will begin to find the right audience for your advertisement, because that's what the Meta platform has designed itself to do. Therefore, your time is best spent creating a great message, the right copy, right, the right images on the ad, instead of targeting a specific type of person. Not tweaking and messing with the settings, right? So like, speak to who you want to speak to, and your ad will work. It's still important to maybe just exclude people who you do not want as leads, right? So for example, I might make an ad that says, hey, if you're a homeowner with a mortgage above $1 million, this is for you. Therefore, I only want homeowners with a mortgage above $1 million. You can be that specific, right, with your targeting. Because if they're under that, then maybe they're not right for our solution. So you can exclude people, but still try to keep it broad. Otherwise, your ad's going to burn out very quickly. So understand your audience, the language they use, what they desire, and what their problems are. Then turn that into a script that's specifically tailored for them. This is how you do targeting, not by using super limited ads settings, right? You don't need to mess around with the settings and all of that. I'm going to walk you through how to create an ads campaign quickly and easily without being some sort of techie genius, right? Or like needing to mess around with settings all day. You can literally do this in a couple of hours. So let's talk about setting up ads step by step, right? What would that actually involve? So before launching any ads, take a look at what your competition is doing in the ads library for inspiration and understand what your market and others are currently running. You simply need to produce something better than the average standard of those ads, which is usually not very high, okay? Then here's the steps that I would follow. Number one, start with the AI launch system. All right, so this is the system that we've built. You go open this, you fill in the details here in this form, right? And then what our system will do, let's go back up actually. You go target, like you put the name of the business, whatever business we're looking to launch or create an ad for. If you're just doing this as a trial, make it up. Who is your target avatar, right? Who's the audience you really want to go after? And you can be specific here, right? Also make it reasonably broad. Like don't be doing like if you're trying to run ads to C-level execs of Fortune 500 companies, that's not going to work because there's not that many of them. It still needs to be reasonably broad, like hundreds of thousands of people, ideally, right? If it's local area, just get it as large as you can. What do they want? Like, what do they want the most, right? So what is their desire? Specifically, how can we help them achieve this? So like, what is the service that we have, that we're promoting that will help them achieve their desire or solve their problem? And then is there anything unique about it, right? Of the business, and then fill in your details. And then this is going to produce a draft of all your ads for you, okay? So that would be step one in terms of what I would do. In terms of what those drafts look like, I have just opened up one. We've got so many of these, but I saw someone recently filled out one and it looks like this is for something called Digital Retirement Revolution. It looks to be like a business opportunity for retirees. So it spat out this. You've got the pre-fold, which you just spoke about. It's like the line above the ad. It says, ready to retire, but not ready to stop earning. Discover how to secure your future, right? So retirees, people are ready to retire, but they don't want to stop earning. So who we're targeting, who it's for. Discover how to secure your future, ... trails off, okay? You got your body copy. It's already produced that. You've got examples of headlines and you've got creative image ideas. So image of a joyful senior couple using a laptop at the beach, a serene image of a retired individual enjoying family time with a laptop showing passive income stats, visual of a relaxed senior sipping coffee while looking at a digital device with earnings displayed. So, for this, I could be looking at old laptop maybe. It's probably not going to produce what I want, but here you go. Like this will be one, right? Maybe I could use this as an image. This could be an image. This could be an image that I could use, right? So I've got multiple potential images here. And in fact, let me just open this one. Unsplash is paid. Then we go Pixabay. We'll grab an image, right? But either way, I'm just going to go take a screenshot of this and we'll just use it for example purposes, okay? So the launcher, the AI will draft up not one, but actual 3 advertisements, as well as emails, right? At least 3 emails for you as well. And that's all here in the doc. So what we need to then do is create our image, right? Our creatives. Now you can do that really well on Canva, right? So I can open this up. On Canva, you have a lot of designs. I've searched here Facebook ads square design, and then it gives you all of these sort of designs, right? So let's run with one to start off with. Let me find a good base to work with. We will grab this one. Let's work with that. Launch your profitable home business, right? As your caption. You can get rid of random things that I don't want. and then you can grab your element. We can upload something in here. Let's upload one of the images that I just took. It's literally just a screenshot, but I'm just rolling with it, right? Put more effort than I'm about to put in. I'll just make this big. Okay, and then let's make this white. White. And then what you can do is in Canva, you can hit effects and you can do an outline. I'm gonna make this black. Make it black. Okay, and all right, let's say that we're just happy with this as our creative, right? Download it, JPEG, thank you very much. It's downloading right now, and we have a creative, right? And come up with a few of these, not just one, but like a few that you really want to work with, right? Then what you want is you want to get your copy here. You want to break it up, because the way that the ad should read is probably like one sentence at a time, like that. We'll put our creatives in there. Load this up. Okay, so I've got my pre-fold, my main body copy, and then I've got my sort of images, right? And make multiple. So you want to, if you want to do video, I actually have a detailed training on video that I'm not going to go into detail right here, but basically it's about taking this word here, all these words, and then getting someone to actually read it, right? Let me zoom in so it's a bit easier to see. So someone, you can go pay someone on Fiverr, or you can do this yourself, you know, or you could just do the audio and then put the video copy over the back, and it could say something like, hey, you ready to retire but not ready to stop earning? Discover how to secure your future by launching your own home business. Imagine a steady, passive income as you approach retirement without needing to be a tech wizard. At Digital Retirement Revolution, we make it simple. Our done-for-you system means that you're earning with minimal fuss, focusing on your freedom and not on tech troubles. You can just imagine these video footage, like someone running through the beach, blah, 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 blah. But like, don't make it cheesy, right? And so you could also make a video, but I'm just putting together an image just for the time being to show you how to get through this. Now, what you can do within the program is when you have something that you're happy with, you can submit it for review. We'll actually look at it and critique it as expert marketers and be like, it's a good ad, but do this to fix it or make it better. It's not good in these ways. You can add this to your copy. You can change this, right? And I don't want you just posting the AI stuff. I want you to take the AI, right? The draft that you get, improve on it, make it tighter, make the words simpler, add pieces to it, right? Add benefits. Make it the best ad you possibly can and make it launch ready before you submit it for review. And then when you submit it for review and you get one layer of feedback by an expert, you'll have something that is very, very likely to produce good leads for a good cost, okay? Then what you need to do is set up the lead follow-up and the tracking workflows inside of lead launch. This is actually really simple to do. I'm going to walk you through really quick right now exactly how we would do that and get it ready just to launch so we can track everything nicely in the system, okay? So hopping over into lead launch here, what we want to do is go to automation and then go to workflow builder. So when we set up workflows and that sort of stuff, this is really what we mean. Now inside of here, you've got a bunch of pre-built workflows, like emails that automatically get sent out to the lead. Because like, imagine the lead, we just generate a lead, right? We run the ad, and then people fill in the form, right? We want to send an email that says, hey, cool, thanks for filling the form. We want to notify you that you've just gotten a lead. We want to notify anyone that you're working with, a partner, a bunch of stuff. So if you go to automation workflow builder, you'll find inside of the system there's something called new meta lead, right? It's already pre-built, done for you. So let me open this up. I'll show you what I mean. The way that this works is kind of like an automation, right? You want to build these systems so they run over time on their own. So there's a trigger to these things. It says a new lead has been generated, right? So that's the trigger. Then from there, what the system will do is it will create a contact with the name, the email, and the phone number. It will tag the contact, and you can add, currently it will just tag as Facebook lead, but you can tag anything. You can tag what client it's meant to be going to, anything that you want to do for tracking. It will create what we call an opportunity. And so an opportunity is basically a way for you to store or identify what is an opportunity and what stage it's at, right? So it'll drop into something called an opportunity pipeline. Inside of the pipeline, new leads pipeline template. It's already built in there for you. And then the stage will be new leads. The name will be the contact's first and last name, so whatever name they have. And the source will say Facebook lead ads, right? That's already set up. Then it will create an internal notification. It will say, hey, we've just captured a new lead. Here's their details, right? Call them ASAP. Here's what stage they're in your pipeline. And there's a cute little GIF. That's it, right? And then what it's going to do is going to update a tracking sheet. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit more about that real soon. But basically, I have this tracking sheet where you just want to drop the leads in here. And so I'm going to have a separate sort of video that will go into detail here, but it's actually really simple. You just select the sheet, right? We've got this calculator tracker right in here. And the starting column is date captured and the ending column is phone. So that's here, date captured, right? Phone. And it just maps the first name, the last name, the email, and the phone number all in. Boom, we're good to go, right? And now it's going to send emails to the lead. The first email is going to be an acknowledgement email. And so that's already been templated out for you as well. All you've got to do is go in here and adapt this, right? You can even just copy paste it into the AI and the AI will do it for you if you're too lazy. So it will say, hey, Jeff, well done on starting your journey towards retiring sooner and building your online business. We're excited that you've entrusted us to help you get there. The best way to get all the information and help you start your business is to hop on a free strategy session with us. Let me just move my head because this is, I've just realized, probably not visible to you, hey? So yeah, basically we can change the way what the email says, directly in here, and then it's gonna wait a day, and it's gonna send another email saying, hey, we haven't seen you book in yet, book in with us, right? Here's what you're getting, XYZ. It's gonna wait another day, and then if they still haven't booked in, it's gonna say, hey, are you still interested in this? And then that's it, right? It's got 3 emails. Now, obviously you can add more, right? If you look at the blueprint itself and I scroll down, the emails are already here, done for you. So you can just copy this, right? Copy this whole thing, boom, copy it, go into the system, boom, paste it in, just fix up the formatting, and we are good to go, right? So not only now do you have the ads, but you have a follow-up sequence and a way to track everything directly in the system. A way when the lead comes in, it creates a contact, it tags, it adds to a pipeline, it sends emails, right? All of that. Let's get out of this. All right. Now, if you're not sure what a pipeline is, if I click over here to the top left and I click opportunities, just up here, basically a pipeline is just a way to store opportunity. So right now it has 3 stages: new leads, qualified opportunity, follow-up, right? They'll just appear here as cards, right? So they'll drop into this. That's what an opportunity is, and you can move them around like a Trello board. And that's it really in terms of technical setup, right? So there's a process breakdown in more detail here, okay? Now, once you're ready and you're good to go and everything's been set up really nicely, really should not take you very long at all because it's literally templated out for you, you can test the system. So you can open this up as a Facebook lead form testing tool, and we just open this, and you can see which, select the page that you're running from and create a lead, press this button, and it will automatically create a lead, and it should show up in the system. And then if it does, you're basically good to go, right? So you can launch it. Then you can set up the ad to go live inside of lead launch when you're happy with it, right? So let me walk you through exactly how to do that so there's no confusion. The system's really awesome for that. A lot of people try to launch Facebook ads and they are super confused by the technical Facebook ads backend. We have a very simple launcher inside of the system. I'm going to show you the simple way, and I'm going to have a separate video somewhere else to show you how to really get into the back end of the Meta Manager if you want to go more detailed or more advanced. But this is more than enough for most people. You just do this, your ad's running, you start generating leads straight away. Okay, so you just simply go here to marketing, launch ads, you click create a new campaign, and then we're off to the races. We're making a campaign. Whoops, what have I done? Move my head. Okay, so we're in here. We are choosing lead generation here as the objective. We want to select a form, right? We'll select a random form because you actually want to create a form inside of the system, right? If you don't have a form, you want to click create Facebook form. And in fact, let's do that. So I'll show you exactly how to make a form, right? I'm going to call this form Digital Revolution, which is the campaign that we're launching. We're going to select more volume because we want as many leads as possible. In here, in the greeting, we're going to remove that. I don't like greetings. I don't think it's necessary. I think we should go directly to the form. In terms of the questions, what I would recommend that you do, you've got basically like, once again, like you want to work within the platform guidelines. You've got a little bit of text here that you can adapt, and then you've got the ability to ask custom questions. Now, Facebook leads, you want to be able to ask a few questions so you can just ensure that the leads that you're actually getting are going to be really high quality, right? So here, what I would do is say, fill in your details to get your free home business launch plan, right? Full name, email, phone number. What's going to happen is when they click on the ad, that's going to pre-fill, and it's going to be very easy. So I want to ask some more questions. Now, typically, I want to ask multiple choice questions, right? The first question that I might ask is, do you have any business experience, right? Yes. No, that could be an option, right? Let's add another one, another multiple choice, right? Let's say, instead of trying to come up with multiple questions here on the fly, I'm just going to give you the quick breakdown. I would recommend you ask 3 multiple choice questions, and they should be questions that will allow you to qualify the person. Okay, so if you're doing, like, let's say financial services, the question that you'd want to ask would be maybe like, which one of these are you most interested in? Reducing your mortgage, saving money and building wealth, paying less tax, right? The next question you might ask is, what is your income category, right? Less than 50,000, 50 to 100,000, 100 to 150, more than 150,000. How soon do you currently work with an accountant? Yes, no. I don't know. Like whatever multiple choice questions is going to help you identify whether or not that is a good opportunity. And that's typically going to come down to whatever you're actually launching, figuring out what is or isn't a good lead. And so the questions that you're asking should allow you to segment that, right? So you can quickly identify, like, did you generate a good opportunity here or not, right? And the reason why you want to do multiple choice is because it's easy to answer. They can just click a button, either yes, no, or just pick an option, right? So we want to ask multiple choice questions. All right, so that's your questions. Ask 3 on the multiple choice, right? I'm just going to put 1 in here. And then you've got full name, email, phone number. Those are already mapped. This one, do you have any business experience? You can actually map it to the system in any field as well, so you can store it all inside of Lead Launch. Lastly, you're going to need a privacy policy. You can do this online, just like search free privacy policy generator, chuck the link in there, put privacy policy. And I'm just going to put it in here, leadlaunch.com /privacy, right? Okay. And then the last thing is the message for the leads. So what this is going to look like is they're going to open the ad when they see it. They're going to go answer some multiple choice. Then it's going to fill in their name, email, and phone number. And then it's going to land on this page. And it's going to say, thanks, you're all set. But we don't want it to say that. We want to say, I usually want to use this space to get them to do the next action, which is usually like get them just to book in, you know, for the follow-up. So maybe it could be something like, awesome, just you qualify for a free business launch plan, right? Click the button below and we'll personally catch up with you to craft your tailored plan to launch your home business, I don't know, within the next 90 days, right? So reiterate the value, you know, make sure that value is iterated all the way throughout. Like even if you look at, for example, the questions here, fill in your details to get your free business home launch plan. So that's reiterating the value. That's why they clicked on it to begin with, right? Then even here on the message for the leads, awesome, you qualify for the plan. Go through, click it in, right? And so you've got a call to action button down here at the bottom. Here, what you could do is you could say, claim now as your button, and then chuck a link in here for a calendar, right? You can actually build calendars really easily inside of the platform. If you want to know how to do that, inside of our community, you go to the resources, how to set up a calendar, grab a calendar, set it up, chuck the link in there, boom, they're going to be able to open it up and then book directly in, all right? So I'm going to go grab a link to my calendar that I've already built and just chuck that in there. Done. All right, create form. Okay, so now we have an awesome looking form, right? With a multiple choice to filter the leads, and then all the contact details. And then even on the final page when they've given us the contact details, we have a call to action that gets them to book in, right, directly with us. Now, we're not a special ads category or anything like that, so we don't need to worry about that. I leave everything on auto. Here we have a space for our primary text. Literally all that we need to do is go grab our copy up here at the top. I'm going to grab our pre-fold and all the rest of it, right? Copy, paste, get rid of this thing, right? We're going to use a single image. Let's upload our image. Here it is. Boom, right? Headline, what is recommended here? Turn retirement into revenue. Okay, let's run with that. And don't even worry about the description, right? Hit next. Cool. Set your budget. Now, typically, if you're working with a business, like let's say for your very first client, the way that I'd recommend that you do that is approach a business and say, hey, I want to launch an ad for you. I think we can target this like specific audience for this specific offer. I'd love to try this out. Would you be willing to put a bit of money behind advertising your business? And I'm happy to launch it for you. That way you can get somebody else and just use their own money, right? They're the actual person that you're working with. And that's an easy way just to prove something and get a concept up. And then if you want down the track, you can actually just use your own money and fully own the process and not even need them at all and just charge more for the leads. But let's go through here and assume that we're just doing this ourselves. What you want to do is a daily budget, I think of at least $20 would be ideal, right? So put $20 in there. You can target your locations. We're going to go Australia-wide, but you can make it specific, right, in here as well, in the geographies, right? If I scroll down in this second level, budget and audience, I just scroll down a little bit. You can target interests and you can also do retargeting, right? You want your audience to be reasonably broad, right? So like cold targeting, you can just go in here and you can just search basic stuff. So if I'm targeting business owners, I might just put in entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneurship. I might do all genders. You can do men or women. I will do an age range, let's say 25 to 55. And I'm kind of happy with that, like it doesn't have to be more, uh, niched down or more specific than that, because the ad itself, with the right message, will learn on its own. It will find the right people and it will run and it will get good results, right, over time. And so then you run the ad, you start getting leads, and it's a very automated way to continue to get leads over time. And yeah, as long as we're helping businesses that are charging high ticket prices, we're typically getting leads for 5, 10, 20 bucks, right, in this space. And also good quality leads, because we can filter it out on the form. We can ask multiple questions on the form and really, target exactly who we want and make sure they are qualified. The leads come in, they're extremely valuable. We can just send those off to businesses. And then from there, do deals, make money, win, all with an automated system that isn't trading time for money. So that's the benefit and the power of running ads. Lead launch makes it extremely easy to do as well. And I honestly don't think you even need any prior experience to just do this yourself. But then once again, with this type of stuff, there's always a way to make it faster, easier, to automate and outsource it. And so even if you don't want to do it yourself, I'm sure there's plenty of people in the program who have a lot of experience setting up ads. A lot of people are doing deals amongst each other. A lot of time in the program, if you're great at sales, people choose to focus on that and then outsource the ads side of things. And also, like, there are literally businesses that are paying thousands of dollars every single month just to keep ads campaigns running. I've shown you how simple it is to set this up, right? We absolutely don't need to be doing that. And you could be charging thousands of dollars just to run or keep these types of ad campaigns turned on as well. So without making this drag on any longer than it already has, hopefully this hasn't exploded your brain, and it does seem like something that's easy and accessible for you to do as well. If you have any questions, let us know, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.